think Barack Obama and even Arnold Schwarzenegger view chiropractic treatment to be important to their healthcare system?
There's two different types of care in our system. There's health care and there's sick care. Health care is taking care of your body before there's a problem. Unfortunately, in America, we take better care of our cars than we do our own bodies. And if your oil light comes on, you're not just going to cover it up with a piece of black tape because that light drives you crazy. You're definitely going to take care of that. Well, when people are having symptoms, it's kind of like your oil light. So if you're ignoring those symptoms, you're just letting that problem continue and continue. So Arnold Schwarzenegger and Barack Obama realized the benefits of preventative health care, helping people when they first notice they have a problem, or helping people before they have a problem so they don't have to have symptoms. And we want to practice health care because oftentimes when we do the sick care, that's when the problem has been so long that the only option that people have is medication and surgery. And oftentimes these things are ineffective. And specifically with medication, what happens is as soon as you stop taking the medication, then the problem comes back. With chiropractic, we help to reduce what's called subluxation, which simply put is a misalignment in your spine. When you have subluxations, that's going to cause additional stresses on the body. So by releasing the subluxations, it's going to help to reduce the stress, whether it's a physical stress or an emotional stress. In turn, that's going to help to build the immune system. And that's because any stress on the body is going to inherently weaken the immune system over time. So if you can release these stresses, then the immune system will be built up. If you're really flared up, like you were involved in a car accident or had a bad slip and fall, it can be a little bit sore to get adjustment, but it won't be like pain. And the adjustments are basically either done by my hand, which are just some light forces put into the body, or sometimes we use an instrument, which is called the impulse handheld instrument, and that also applies a light force to the body that helps to relieve and correct the subluxations. A lot of people think that chiropractic is for pain, and while we are very effective for pain, chiropractic was actually founded on wellness principles. And one of the things that you have to realize that although pain is an indication that something is going on in your body, oftentimes you can have issues in your body without even knowing it. Take, for example, a cavity. When you go to the dentist and he says you have a cavity, most of the time you're unaware of that. Yeah, sometimes you're going to have a bit of a toothache, but most people are often surprised when they find that they have a cavity. And instead of just telling the dentist, don't fix it, nothing's wrong, I don't feel any pain, of course you're gonna get that cavity fixed because you don't want your tooth to eventually fall out. Now you can get fake teeth, but unfortunately we cannot get a fake spine. So you never really wanna judge the health of your spine by how it feels. Actually, one of the best ways to judge the health of the spine is how it looks. And we determine that by looking at the posture and also by looking at your spine on x-rays. Actually, sitting is one of the most stressful positions on the spine, so it's very important to be coming in for chiropractic care if you're an office worker.
And then a lot of people who work in an office all day, sometimes they do get pain, carpal tunnel syndrome, or just pain in their arms from mousing all day. What can chiropractic do to help those people?
This is something that's called repetitive stress injury, and these are the little things that we do day in and day out that end up building up over time. It's not like one day sitting at the computer is going to cause a problem, but it's the day in and day out, year after year, that starts to pose a problem. So with these repetitive stress injuries, chiropractic can actually help to reduce them over time. It is important, however, to note that if you are sitting in an improper work site, it is important to get those ergonomics corrected. Doing that alongside of chiropractic care can definitely prevent RSI from happening in the first place, or if it's already happened, to actually help it and to make it go away. If you see yourself slouching in your chair when you're at work, or if you know that you're a stomach sleeper, that's the best time to come in before a problem actually, I shouldn't say problem because bad posture is a problem, but let's say before symptoms start to appear, because you want to prevent them from happening in the first place. And that is true health care, is prevention.